What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Andrew Baena here with the first edition of Baena's Best Bands for 2018. So I want to get things started really quick by giving you guys a huge thank you, because the first band I want to talk about, I have been absolutely binging since I heard about them, and the reason I heard about them was because you guys kept commenting them on all of my past videos. So thank you guys so much for suggesting them. They have recently become one of my favorite bands, and they are called Loathe. So Loathe is a really interesting project out of the UK. I'm not quite sure how I would classify them. They're not really gent, they're not really metalcore, they're not really deathcore, but they're kind of a little bit of all of those, mixed with some crazy ambience and just really evil overtones. They released an album in 2017 called The Cold Sun, and honestly, if I would have heard of it any earlier than I did, it would have for sure been in my top 5 albums of last year. It's absolutely fantastic. The artwork, the imagery, the lyrics, everything about it just matches perfectly with the theme and the vibe that their music gives off. Just an absolutely incredible band. I'm so glad that I took your guys' advice and checked them out. It's really hard to pick a favorite song by them, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Dance on My Skin, just because of how incredibly evil that outro sounds. Here's a little clip of what Dance on My Skin sounds like. Enjoy. So I'm kind of getting a lot of different influences and vibes when I listen to this. Most notably, I hear a lot of like Northlane influence in the vocals. Maybe that's not the case, I don't know, I've never talked to these guys, but I personally find the vocalists to sound a lot like Marcus from Northlane in particular. Also, I really want to make note that I like this band so much that I actually bought the exact same guitar that these guys use. Let me show you really quick. I showed this off in a past video, but they actually use a 6-string guitar, this exact guitar, which is a Squire, and they tune it all the way down to like this weird drop E sort of tuning. So it's actually as low as a 4-string bass guitar, but on a 6-string guitar. Very fucking cool. I've enjoyed playing this guitar a lot, and I can totally see why they use it. It sounds perfect for their style. Anyways, I could probably talk about Loathe for this entire video, so I'm just going to cut myself off there and move on to the next band. So the next band I want to talk about is a band called Lunaform. They have been kind of announcing stuff for a long time, but they finally released their first single, and it is absolutely fantastic. This band features Andrew Patterson as the vocalist. I've worked with Andrew on a couple of covers in the past, so you might be familiar with his vocal style. I haven't worked with him recently, but he's a good friend of mine, and I always enjoy talking to him. And he's a fantastic vocalist, and it really shows on this project. Here's a little clip of what their debut single sounds like. So in addition to Andrew Patterson's insane vocals, which I always love, as I was saying, the guitar work on this song is also fantastic, as are the drums. Kind of the whole thing all together is just really cool. It kind of gives me like an old school Born of Osiris, Veil of Maya type vibe, I guess is the best way I could describe it, but with more hardcore deathcore vocals. I don't really know, but whatever they're doing, I hope they keep doing it, because this song was fantastic and it makes me very excited to hear the full EP. Alright, the third band I want to talk about is a band called Brojob. You might have heard of them before. I recently did a cover with Andrew Zink of Brojob of a Linkin Park song. If you haven't seen that, please go check it out. But yeah, Brojob has been around for a little while. They started off very obviously as a joke band, you know, making songs, deathcore songs, but all the lyrics were about dicks and blowjobs and handjobs and all that good stuff. However, even though it was a joke, I thought it was hilarious, first of all, and also the mix that Andrew Zink does on all of these sounds insane. His guitar tones and like the breakdowns just are so fucking heavy, along with Jacob's vocals. It's just like the perfect project. It's definitely a band that knows exactly what they want to do, and they don't really care about you know, being quote-unquote serious about what they're doing. It's very much like breakdowns, brutal vocals, and also joke lyrics. So this album is called Talk Shit Get Kissed, and other than the songs that are obviously joke songs, such as We Are the Boyfriend Stealers, Pen Island and Goth is the New Black. There's a bunch of other joke ones on there too, but they also actually added in some other songs with serious lyrics, rather, not serious vocals, and they're really good. Overall, it's a really good deathcore album. I've enjoyed listening to it a lot. It's really fun to just listen to really fucking loud in the car and just, you know, groove out to some fantastic breakdowns. Here's a little clip of one of their songs.
This is the sound of 1,000 clapping eyes.
Alright, and the final project I want to talk about is by Nik Nocturnal. So he's another YouTube guitarist like myself. He mostly focuses on doing guitar covers of new songs extremely fucking fast. If you've ever heard a metal song, I can pretty much guarantee you within 24 hours Nik has probably covered it. I personally don't know how he does it, but he's amazing at learning by ear, and his covers are always fantastic. But anyways, in addition to covers, he also writes his own music, and this is his most recent collection of his own music. So this album is called Undying Shadow. It has about 11 songs on it. It's mostly, you know, solo guitar stuff. There's a couple songs with guest vocal features, but overall I've really been enjoying listening to this album. It's just a very good, you know, instrumental guitar centric album to listen to, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun. So like I was saying, other than most of the songs being very guitar centric, there is also a couple songs that do feature a guest vocalist, and my personal favorite song on this album does feature a guest vocalist named Andy Sizek. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. And here is a clip of what that sounds like. This song is called Dear Phantom. Alright, so that's going to be all for this month's edition of Baena's Best Bands. I look forward to reading your comments. Please let me know of any bands you think I should be checking out that I'm sleeping on, because if it's anything like Loathe, as I was saying earlier, I probably never would have heard of them if it wasn't for the comments, so I definitely do read them, and I do try and listen to most of the bands you guys suggest. So yeah, please let me know. More suggestions is always good with me, and maybe you'll see those bands in a future videos. Alright, that'll do it. Once again, thank you guys for watching. I've been Andrew Baena. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so. I do a lot of guitar covers, vocal covers, instrumental music, stuff like that. In addition to once a month I do vlogs like this, and sometimes I do vlogs talking about other guitar/metal related things. So if you're into that, please hit that subscribe button and also the notification button so you get notified whenever I upload something new. Once again, thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys on the next video.